Good evening or good morning, team. David DaCosta here from the UK Paycation London team. This is a video tutorial of me going through my back office so you guys can understand how to navigate through your two main Paycation websites. So, first thing you may notice is I have a very big mouse. This is just so you guys can see me navigating through the screen. So, you've just signed up to Paycation, and I'm guessing you're wondering how to get started on your back office and how to get started on your website. Different ways you can actually find your own website. You've signed up through your friend's site. You could go to paycation.com, and if you remember your login details, then you can log in there, or once you do sign up, you get a link to access your back office straight away. So I'm here on paycation.com. This doesn't belong to anybody. This is nobody's site. This is just a general overview site. So you need to first log in to get to your own personal site. So of course you're just going to go up here to login, and here is where you enter your login details. My username is DaCosta Travel, as you can see there, and my password I'm not going to tell you. So just going to log on now. Right, so here is your back office. This is basically where you plot your business, and there's going to be a lot of bits here which I may cover and may not cover. This is going to be a fairly basic video showing the newest person all the things they need to know to get started. I'll make a second video at a later date which will explain more of the advanced features on your back office. So first things first, as you can see, the big screen here, it's basically just advertising different things that are going on in Paycation. As you can see, this first one here is basically a personal concierge for people that get a bit too busy. As you can see, there's lots of things that this can help you with, whether it's booking travel for your clients, if you're too busy to do it yourself, secretarial services. So again, that may not be too important to you now because you've just started, so you're not too busy in Paycation. But for some people who are maybe managing other things, it's a good option to have later on. So we're just going to click back, and here, as you can see, the big convention we have in Mexico, which I'll be attending. Hopefully I'll be seeing some of you guys there. So it just gives you some information about what's coming up. But apart from that, the main things you need to sort of know about your back office will be up here. So we're on the home screen right now. So if I move along the tab to my business and click that, you're going to see this.
You are now in your back office.
And here is Katie.
Area. At the top, you can see 2 rows of tabs.
I'm just going to close her. You can listen to her yourself. She's very helpful in helping you to sort of understand different parts about your website. When you get to different pages, she'll pop up and give you a bit of information. But for the new people, it's good to actually listen to her, so she can give you information about where you are on your back office. So as you can see, name, title, what rank you are, agent ID. That's very important. That's your travel agent number. When you become a CTC, you are an official, certified, and qualified travel agent, and that is the number you will use to quote when speaking to people. Again, your address. Now, this is very important. This is your personal website. Top one here is your personal website. As you can see, dacostatravel.paycation.com. So that is where my business site is. If I was interested in sending my site to somebody so they could join up, this will be the site I would send. Below is your travel portal site. Now, if I was interested in somebody booking travel, this will be the site I would send. And if you can, as you can see, the difference between the two is only online added here. So if I'm interested in signing somebody up to the business, dacostatravel.paycation.com. So DaCosta Travel is just my username. So whatever you have, it may be I Love Travel or travellovers.paycation.com. But to get to your travel portal site where you can book travel, it's exactly the same, but at the end of Paycation, you just add online. So if I click the top one here, this is going to take me to my business site. Again, similar to the generic home page that we saw before. So a few things here. We've got a big video here, which is the Paycation travel opportunity video. So if you click that, that gives people interested an overview of Paycation, which is great to watch to help them to understand what we've got going on here. I'm not going to click this yet because we're going to address that later on. That takes me to my travel portal site where I can book travel. Here you can see the Paycation Travel Club. If I click that, you basically have all of the sort of information all in one place as to the travel club that we're associated with. Now obviously here in the UK and in Europe we haven't got full access to all of the UK vendors yet, but we are in the process of acquiring more vendors for the UK to have more different options. So you can see the member trips. Again, we have some fantastic deals. As you can see, places like Cancun, that's January the 10th to the 13th for just $403. Costa Rica, $418. So some amazing deals which you can book straight away in your back office under the member trips. Condos, resorts, gateways, again some more really amazing deals. As you can see, Las Vegas, that's a 1-bedroom that sleeps 4 people, 7-night stay for $332, which is an amazing price. So these are just some examples of some of the options we can have. And as you can see, you've got a bigger list down here and showing you what it normally goes for at retail and how much we pay. As you can see, a huge discount. This is us traveling as insiders, getting the benefits of being a CTC, which is wholesale travel. So as you can see, huge discounts all across the board, some amazing resorts that you can take friends and family to. And again, remember, these wholesale prices are for CTCs. At least you have to attend as a CTC, or somebody who's going needs to be CTC. These are not to be sold to the general public who are not travel agents or not CTCs like yourself. So I'm not going to click online travel. That takes you to your travel portal, and we're going to look at that a bit later on. So you also can see custom trips. This is basically where you can use your imagination and create your own trips and submit that, and then you will get a reply back on the trip which you wanted to custom. So I'm going to head back to home. So I'm just going to head back to my business site. So again, we've looked at the travel club. Now we're going to look at how to sign somebody up to the business. So you'll click here, or you'll tell your prospect to click here, which says become a travel consultant. So a few things you see here, at the top right here, log in to begin training. So obviously if they haven't already joined, they can't do that. That's only for people who have already joined. So join Paycation and more info. Let's click on more info first. So when you click that, you get a lot of information about the compensation plan and different memberships that you can get. As you can see, the two main memberships are the CTC package and the RTC package. Overall, look into the details of it, but CTC is the best overall package. That gives you the power as a certified travel consultant. So now you can call vendors on your own behalf and on behalf of other people and strike deals and get better travel rates. Here you can see the compensation plan for people that are interested in how we get paid. You can watch them through 1 to 4 and find out the amazing compensation plan we have in Paycation, the best compensation plan on the planet. So that's a great way to understand where the money comes from and how we get paid. So I'm going to head back. So join Paycation. This is where your new prospects would click if they're interested in joining the business. So when you join there, you get this first page which pops up, and basically this is where you choose what country that prospect is in. So you don't click the country that you're in, you click the country that they're going to be in. So obviously you've got countries all over the world. At the moment now, as it stands, the only places where you can become a CTC, which is a certified travel agent, is the United Kingdom, where we live right here, and the United States. So if I click United Kingdom there, click to proceed. And again, it's good to play around with this so you're very comfortable and very familiar with going through the sign-up process. so that when you do have people ready to sign up, you'll be very fluent in what they need to do next. So again, here you can see the different options. CTC, which is a certified travel consultant, and RTC, which is a referral travel consultant. So the difference in price for us in the UK, CTC basically works out to £90 and RTC works out to £60. But just for that £30 difference, it is a no-brainer to join under CTC, because that's what gives you the travel agent status, which enables you to get the amazing deals, which you would obviously make your £30 back in one night stay in a 5-star hotel, for example. So it's definitely the best option. Once you've selected the membership, again, it's a case of entering your details. So your personal website, as you can see, I've already got the cost of travel selected there. So you will just help and advise your prospect to choose a website which is easy to spell, easy to read, and which sounds very catchy. But you don't want it to be something too complex. Something very basic, such as ilovetotravel.paycation.com, for example. Love travel, and that's a very simple site that it was very easy to spell and it's hard to get mixed up, and that is an ideal site. Having your name, I would not recommend having your name, which I have my name on mine and I'm about to change and show you how to change that later. But you want something which separates from yourself. You don't want people to think that they're booking travel through you, but through your travel company. Again, the other details, you would enter your password, name. Point to remember for us here in the UK, date of birth. The Americans do it a different way to us, so it's first the month, and then the day, then the year. Just a little thing to remember. You don't need to enter anything in business name if you're an individual. If you do own a company and you wish to sign up through your company name, that's okay. But if you're just an individual, tell your prospect not to enter anything in business name, because when they get their checks, the checks will be in that name. So obviously numbers, email address. Another thing to remember, the state. So in the state, you need to either put London or England, and in the next box, as you can see there, it says postcode. So that's where you put what state you're in, which will basically be either London or England. It doesn't really matter, but so long you put one of the two. And in the other box, the postcode. Again, if you filled it out correctly, you can click same as the mailing address, and then it's a case of entering your card details. Where it says enter company code, if you're not a company, you don't need to put anything there. And click in the I agree button and submit. So that's the process of signing somebody up to your business. Again, I recommend going on your site and going through it and getting very familiar with how to actually sign somebody up. And when you are signing somebody up, it is good to be on the phone to them, or if you can't be there in person, have some form of communication in case they get stuck, so you can help them along the way. So I'm going to head back now to my main page. So we've looked at the travel club, where you can get wholesale prices on some amazing deals. We've looked at becoming a travel consultant. We've looked at the Paycation travel opportunity video. So now I'm going to head back to my back office where we were before. So as you can see, what we had clicked on was my personal website, which is the top one there, which is thecostofttravel.paycation.com. Obviously yours will be different. So now we're going to look at your travel portal website. Now this is where you now book travel for yourself and where you send your clients and friends and family to book travel for themselves. So I'm just going to click that. And as you can see, this is now your website for booking travel. At the top you can see obviously you can book hotels, flights, vacation meaning packages, which is obviously hotels and flights and car rental together, or just car rental itself. At the bottom here, you've got a few of the popular destinations already selected, as you can see, top destinations, and also you can view cruises as well. So just for an example, if I was looking at some of the popular top destinations and I clicked Las Vegas, it's obviously now set the location to Las Vegas. You can choose your dates, your rooms and your guests, and if I scroll down, it's already got some of the most popular hotels. Treasure Island, an amazing hotel which I was able to stay at in Vegas this year. MGM Grand, again one of the world's most popular and one of the world's best hotels. Amazing prices, from £70 a night. Again, Mandalay Bay Resort, amazing hotels, and you can see some of these prices here are stunning, very good prices. If I keep scrolling down, Trump Towers, that is an amazing hotel to stay at. A great five-star hotel, so you can see the prices starting from £66. That's an amazing rate. So if I scroll back up again, that's under hotels. So if I click back, so I'm going to go through the process of booking a hotel now. So if we look in London, as you can see, London, UK, 1,168 hotels. Remember, this website, your back office website for booking travel, is powered by Priceline. So everything that Priceline can see on their site, you can see. So I'm going to choose a date. 1 room, 2 guests. Now this is pretty much the same as most other booking sites you see. You can arrange by the most popular hotel, so London Inn in Mayfair, or you can arrange by price. You've got low to high. So you can see the cheapest around £30 a night, which is obviously very cheap. Up here you can adjust the currency. Here we're in Great British Pounds, and obviously you have all the different currencies that you can change. The only place where you can't change the currency is when you're looking at just flights, but when you're looking at hotels or car hire, you can change the price from dollars to British pounds. But obviously once we do go fully live in the UK, all of it will be in British pounds for us here in the UK. Again, star rating, if you only want to look at hotels which are 4-star and above, or in fact, sorry, just 4-star, then now you're only going to see the 4-star hotels. If you click any of these star ratings, maybe I want to look at 4-star and 5-star hotels. So if I click on both, I can now look at 4 and 5-star hotels. I can also look at hotel chains. For example, if I'm only interested in the 4-season hotels, and also I can click the amenities. As you can see, you may be only interested in hotels that have free parking and that allow pets. So very basic, it's very easy to use, same as pretty much most other booking sites. So if we look at flights, so if I look for flights to Vegas from London, say London to Vegas, I'm going to go November. And here's the only place when you're looking at just flights is where you can choose economy, business and first class. So that's for one adult, economy. So at the moment it's showing flights with connections. Most people don't want to have too many connections. So here you can click non-stop, and usually the prices will slightly go up for the direct flights. So again, you're looking at around about £500–600. So again, you can see you don't have the option to convert from dollars to pounds at the moment. Once we get our fully functional UK site, then this will be changed and all of the prices will be in pounds. You can select the type of airlines that you're interested in viewing. Click that departure, and then it gives you the option of whichever return. Again, you have a selection. Just choose one which works best for you. and then it's a case of just entering your details, and you can also add a car rental as well. So that's pretty much the basics of the travel portal. And have a quick look at the cruises. So as you can see here, you can enter the different cruise destinations. As you can see, you have lots of destinations all over the world. If we're looking at Europe, for example. Again, this cruise site is powered by Cruise Express. So we're looking at 3 to 5 nights. You can choose a date in December and choose a different cruise lines you're interested in, such as Embassy Cruises. And you can choose a different cruise line you're interested in, such as Costa Cruises, and then it tells you there's 5 sailings available with the options you selected. So I can click View Sailings, and it gives me the list of the different cruises that are available due to the options that I've selected. So again, you can see some very good rates here for different cruises around Europe. So I'm going to head back to our main page. So this is basically your travel portal site. As you can see, you've got your picture here, so when you do send your website to people, they know they're booking from your site. That's why it's good to upload a picture. And as you can see, this site is hosted by David DaCosta. So heading back now to our back office. So those are the main features of your business page. Main website, which is your business website, the website you would send to a prospect for them to sign up and to find out information on the compensation plan, where you can find out the videos on the compensation plan yourself. And your travel portal website, which is where you send prospects, friends, family, clients to book travel themselves. Now here you can see your team. That's personally enrolled agents, how many people you've personally brought into the business, and how many people below you in your whole team, and the first 3 which will be on your matrix, which is something a bit more advanced that we will cover in a later video. So this tells you your qualification status. I'm currently a regional executive, making my way to a national executive, and below it tells you what you need to achieve the next rank. So to be a regional, it's 6 active personnel with RTC or higher, which I have, and in order to be a national executive, it tells me I need 10 personnel. So you can see what you need to do to hit the next rank. So this is the overview section in my business. We're now going to look at my profile. Again, in here, nothing special. This is just where you adjust your personal information. That should be your name there, and obviously name and address, just to make sure it's all put in the right format, and then you can submit that if you need to make any changes to your name and address and billing address. I'm going to look now in business site. As you can see, that's how your back office looks. Here again, got your personal information, name, email, phone number. It's very important that you have your picture, so when people do go to your site, they know it's your site and they haven't misspelt something and gone to somebody else's site. If they can see your picture, they feel secure that it's you. Some information on how big your picture should be and sort of settings of your picture. So you can just choose a file on your computer and display a picture. So down here is where you can change your web name. Now my current web handle is set to DaCosta Travel. I personally don't feel you should have your first name or second name as your website name. It should be something a bit more simple to remember and a bit more sort of catchy, such as I Love Travel or travellovers.paycation.com. So I'm going to change this now from DaCosta Travel. I'm going to see if I can change it to ABC Travel. Again, something catchy, something very simple and easy to spell, because you don't want to have a complex name and somebody spells it wrong and and they don't find a way to get to your site. So you've got the first option. If that option is not available, you can put something in the second option or the third option. So hopefully, I'm hoping that ABC Travel is available. So I'm going to submit that now. Okay, so it said the web handle I selected is currently unavailable. So you can just go back again. I'm going to try Go. I don't think capitals matter, but I'm just going to try gotravel.paycation.com. Okay, so submission successful. So my new business handle is now gotravel.paycation.com. So I'm going to return to my business site. And I'm now GoTravel. So I'm going to now look at my reports, the next tab along. Now this is basically where you can see what's going on in your team. So first things first, commissions, which is obviously where a lot of people are interested in. Looking at how much money they've earned. I haven't got any monthly commissions because I haven't been doing it that long yet. But my weekly commissions, I can show you. First week in the business, if you click there, you get a sample check. I made $10. Second week in the business, I made $190. Third week, I made $40. Fourth week, I made $190. Fifth week, I made $230. So that's pretty much how long I've been in it, about 5 weeks. If you want to find out where that money's coming from, you can scroll down. As you can see, I've made $100 from personal sales, from signing 2 people. Coded bonus, there's the people that are coded to me, that's $20 each time. And $10 for somebody who signed as an RTC. And matched coded bonus, $20 there. So you can break down basically how you've been paid by looking through your checks. Now the other thing is the 3x7 matrix calculator. This is a bit more advanced, so just to quickly show you, this is where people have put into my team are entered into the matrix automatically, and it's 7 levels, and obviously as it starts filling out, you earn more and more money. Projected to be earning £86 this month. So there's lots of different ways you can look at your whole team in terms of your downline, how many people in your organisation, but the main one is the downline visualization matrix, which I'll click on now. So it shows a graphical representation of the people you have in your team, and as you can see here, my younger brother, it's got a plus on him, so if I click that, it will show all the other people which are underneath him. So I'm just going to close that. And so I don't need to cover Preco really. It's basically a system that helps you to talk to your whole team, talk to masses of people through text, talk and video. So make sure you sign up for that, because at the moment we can just about manage our teams. We have around 100 people in the UK, but once that turns to 5,000, it'll become a bit harder to communicate with just Facebook and WhatsApp. And we've got some marketing tools here, some videos, agent enrollment application form for if you're having big events and you need people to basically sign up with paper that you can process later. Some good videos there, the compensation plan. So if I go to training, here you have a 1 hour video, which is the new member orientation video, a very good video to give you a big overview.
Welcome to Paycation Trap.
Of the whole of Paycation. So do recommend watching that video as soon as you can. So, and there's not too much here that's very relevant. So those are the basics of the business side. Now if I go into travel, this is basically where you can submit new travel bookings. So when you make a booking that is not on your own back office website, you can enter your bookings here, and in due time you'll get your commissions for it. Remember, your commissions get paid later on. Sometimes it's up to 60 days before you can get your commission, once that holiday or once that hotel has been booked and the client has stayed in the hotel, or the client has travelled on a holiday and there's been no hiccups. So if you needed to submit a travel booking, you would click there. Personal, that means if it's a booking for yourself, if you're staying in a hotel, you'll click personal. If it's a friend, you'll click a client. Booking status, pending, would mean if you're still in the process of sorting out this booking, or confirmed, meaning you've already stayed and you've already finished the holiday, for example. The confirmation number, different companies have different type of confirmation numbers, so you just need to enter that there. The name is grayed out because obviously it's on my website, and then obviously the client's name if it's for a client, the day they're staying in the hotel or the day they're flying, and the amount in dollars. And from that, they'll work out the commission, 75% if you are CTC, and again the supplier name as well. And then you'll just click submit. So I'm going to now look again at the member trips, as we saw before. Different trips which are set, the date has already set, and you can just click those and go through and book those. Condos, there are some amazing condos all over the world, so when you click on this link here, you will just have to enter the username as condo@extremetravel.com. So I'm going to copy that, and just to remember the password is vacation. So if I click that now, and so that's already saved there. I'm just going to paste that. So here we can see the different condos we have access to. So we're looking at resort weeks that we're going to book within 60 days of travel. And we can also look at resort weeks we're going to book up to 12 months in advance. So let's look at resort weeks within 60 days of travel. So as you can see, some amazing deals here. Here's some deals in Cancun, in Mexico, Dominican Republic. As you can see, wholesale prices, what these locations normally go for, thousands of pounds, now going for a lot cheaper. And as you can see at the bottom here, it goes up to 202, so thousands of different resorts all over the world. So we're going to look at resort weeks up to 12 months in advance. Select a location, let's have a look at, let's look for the Dominican Republic, Punta. Select a resort, let's go Grand Palladium, select a date, let's go November. So as you can see, an amazing 5-star resort. Beautiful. And again, for an amazing wholesale price, that's $250, split between 8 people over 7 nights. You're looking at £2.70 per person per night. Amazing deal. As you can see, tons of amazing activities you can do. Very special word here, all inclusive. So that's an amazing deal. Would love to just book that. So that was condos. So trainings. So there's some audios here where you can do some training. Again, when you do find time or you want to really specialise and go further in your Paycation business, these are some great places to come where you can do training with these different vendors, so you become a specialist in different areas and you learn more, and then you can save more. CTA training. Now I've already completed my test, so I can print my certificate here. So it's basically a case of the new people coming in. As a CTC, you need to complete your test. So you listen to these audios. By clicking there, you get a pop-up box with some audios. You listen to that, then you click on the training and do the tests. Also, you can download the CTA training manual, which will help you to do the tests. Not all of the information is in the audio. Sometimes you need to refer to the manual as well. So that's the CTA training. Now we're going to look at the vendor list. So again, these are some of the different vendors we're associated with. You can register to some of these vendors. Some of them you need to request a ticket, which I'll show you how to do now. Some of them you can register directly with them. So when they say request ticket through support, I'll show you how to do that now. Also, there are lots of different vendors for air, attractions, condos, cruises, excursions, ground transfers, hotels, rail, specialty, tour companies. So lots of different vendors that you can register with. For example, if you're interested in cruises, you can go to the cruise vendors and do training to become a specialist in one of these different cruise companies. So we're going to see how we can submit a support ticket. We're just going to go to support, and here you can submit a ticket. So if you want to be on the vendor training, you can support a ticket here by saying travel vendor access. I wouldn't put critical as one of the options. I would leave it as low or medium, depending how urgent you feel you need it. But I don't believe it's a critical issue. You enter your agent ID, your details, and there's a short reason as to why you're requesting this. So you would like vendor training, or I need vendor training, or I want vendor training. That's basically what you need to say, and then submit. They will email you back with your login details. Then you can get access to some of the vendors and become a specialist and find out more about them, so you can in turn help you and your clients to book cheaper travel. So those are the only features I'm going to cover in this video. Hopefully that's helped you to learn how to navigate through your back office. There's a few other things here, such as Payoneer, which I'll do a separate video on, as I've already completed my Payoneer registration form. I can't do it anymore, so I'll show you that on my mother's account. And I hope this video has been very helpful for you. Any questions, feel free to contact me, and good luck.